My name is Princess Kelechi again, and I am the director of GMIT Fashion Academy, the president of GMIT Foundation, and the CEO of GMIT African Humanitarian Award. So, growing up, my mom was my role model. She was not only a seamstress, but a serial entrepreneur. And I think that has actually nurtured the way I think and see things today. I mean, this is just an advanced version of, her achievement, before she passed on. So I think I'm not just only living her dreams, but mine as well. And hopefully I pass that on to my daughter. Hopefully, I'm looking forward to writing my book someday. I started from, just one shop. I used to have a boutique business I did for 9 years, and of course with experience and other skill and knowledge I acquired in the process, I think here we are today. So it's been a journey, 14 years, and still counting. So there was a couture business, there was a boutique business, we used to have a salon as well, and a foundation, where we train women and youth that have passion for designing but cannot afford our school fees. There's also GMIT SME support scheme, and then the humanitarian award, which is honoring humanitarians that have contributed positively in the society, like myself, and also featuring amazing fashion designers that have graduated or about to graduate from our school, which is GMIT Fashion Academy. So it's been a journey, and I would say, experience have, influenced the next step for me. So here we are today, GMIT Fashion Academy being the parent company of other subsidiary companies that we have. Yes. I try to balance it. I mean, recently I started bringing my kids to the office, and they are beginning to see that mommy is a very busy person. So it's not just about saying it, she is indeed busy, but not just busy doing nothing, busy impacting life, busy empowering women and youth, busy, creating more value for our society, I'd say, because it's not easy managing people. We can all attest to that. But with the number of alumnus that we've chunked out today, I would say, it's only grace and God's strength. So I try to balance it. When I'm at home, I give 100%. When I'm at work, I give 100%. When it's time for God, I give 200%. So yeah, I try to balance it. It's not easy. I don't think there's anybody that's really doing, everything at once. But I just try to see how I manage my time very well when I'm in, a position to. Yes. Management style, I give my team the opportunity to brainstorm. We all multitask in the company. Everybody is a leader in the company, aside the title, heads of department and all that. But from the junior staff all the way up, we all brainstorm, and everybody must bring something to the table. I make my team understand that we're in this together, and If they fail, I fail. If I fail, they fail. So, you know, everybody's managing their department. So we've been able to create structures over the years. Okay, we have finance departments, we have legal departments, we have the IT department, the facilitators. You know, I mean, if I'm not at the office, they know they have to man their department. So if something goes wrong, I know who to hold responsible. So everybody is liable. Like, we must make sure that we are doing things right. Okay, we have a lot of values, we have our culture, we have our policies, we know our vision. Everybody is in sync with the vision and the mission of the school, you know. So it's about trust, really. Okay, I trust them to lead. You know, it's all teamwork for us. So I mean, there is no one leader. Without my team, I can't do anything, and without me, they can't do anything. So everybody, I'm working on everybody's strength, okay, to complement mine. So we are all good in our field, and then of course there's also room to grow, you know, and they know that. So yeah. So G-Mite Fashion Academy, it's a funny story. Like I said, I used to have a couture business, and you know, I decided, I mean, I've never had a better last year. So it's all been grace, you know, growth from growth to growth. Like I said, I started with one shop and, you know, moved to a bigger one, and then double shop, and then we bought our properties, and, you know, so I just figured it was time, aside other funds that I give in supporting, you know, people, I decided it was time to start training people as well. So it goes beyond just giving funds, but teaching them the skill. And then, you know, we did that for a few years, and, you know, people started getting feedbacks from the people that we've trained. Okay, so, you know, they came to the school and they said they didn't want to be a foundation student, that they wanted to pay school fees because they've seen that we have the structure. I mean, so there are a lot of benefits and structure that we have. This is our course form, right? So we have, like I said, our vision and mission statement, okay, but there are a lot of benefits as well. So we have different kind of students, those that do weekdays and some do weekends. Okay, so we had our vision, who are our target market, people that don't have time to come and do Monday to Saturday. Okay, so we have students that come just 3 times, and we structure and personalize, you know, programs for them. We have students that do just Saturday, maybe most of them that do like a 9 to 5. So, you know, they saw all the structures and they're like, okay, that they would like to pay for it. And I mean, from hundreds of thousands, we're charging, you know, like millions now for school fees, you know. So I would say it's hard work, yes, coupled with the teamwork, but also the few structures that we've put in place and the alumni that we've, you know, chunked out. So we have some that own their own fashion schools today. We have some that are into bespoke. We have some that are into ready to wear. Some are into bridals, haute couture, children's wear, men's wear. So our program is actually structured for 24 months. So when you come, we teach you everything, and then before you leave, you'll be able to identify your target market and then also carve a niche for yourself. So when you're serving them, you know, you understand, you know, the people, they understand the business proper, you know, the people that you're serving. So it's been a journey. It's been a journey, starting from the foundation, but now the academy, it's the parent company, and through the academy we've actually trained more foundation students for free. And in fact, this year we gave about 40 scholarship, and in December, on 11th of December, which is our G-Mite African Humanitarian Award, we're going to be giving out another 20 scholarship. You know, people just apply, you know, for them to come train for free. So yeah, that was how it started actually, and I mean, here we are. The rate at which we're expanding, you know, if there was no God in it, I don't think we'll be going at this rate. So God comes first, and then even if we're facing crisis, like the pandemic really shook us, I lost a lot of funds. I lost some team players, quality team players. By the end of the day, we're still standing, and why is God. So I don't think there's anything that can shake my faith, because when I have issues, I sit down and I talk to God, like talk to him and say, Father, if this is your will, lead, let your will just be done, lead everything, in everything I'm doing. So my faith, my business, no, we have values, we have culture. So I mean, they all have to. Do you know the meaning of G-might? It's God's might, and that's my name, the might of God. So there is God first in my business. It has to be God first, and every other thing can follow. Okay, so God 100%, and other things can follow, like maybe from 50%. So in fact, I'll give God like 150%. So no, nothing can shake my faith when it comes to God. Anything to change? It depends. Where? My business? If there was anything to change in my business, the only thing constant with G-might, first of all, is change. We're not static. So if you look at the course forms that we have, this is the previous one before this one. So this has more policies, this has more structure, this has more, like we've added curriculums and all that. So we're constantly developing, ourselves. I love to learn. I love to read. I go for courses. There is no year that I don't do, like apply for a program, So, and that is something I've made my team embrace. Okay, change is constant for us. Change forward. Okay, so we're growing. We have embraced the habit of growing. I don't think I want to change anything now, because even the things that were not okay, we see it as experience and then we build on it. So anything to change, no, for now, no. But I mean, we're open to that, and we're constantly, trying to develop ourselves. Yeah. Go to scripture. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. Yes. It makes me to lie down in green pastures. I mean, when I'm under pressure, yes, I start saying that. In fact, I actually have a lot. Okay, sometimes when I'm driving and I feel scared, I shall not die, but live to declare the works of the Lord in the land of the living. There's a lot, actually. Argue them and make them leader. So first, we give room to learn. Okay, so like I said, we have different departments. It's our culture that whatever experience or knowledge or skill that you have, you share. So like I said, we have a goal. Everybody's to work as a team to make this work. Okay, so if you're in IT department and somebody from the finance department need an assistant, you have to. Okay, if you're a new staff and you need an assistant from probably the head of IT or the head of legal or whatever, they would assist. So okay, we're like family. My team is the most important part of my business. So when we see that something is going wrong, we call ourselves to other. So everybody's a leader. Like I said, you don't look down on anybody. In fact, it's in our policy. You don't look down on anybody. Everybody have something to offer. Everybody's a leader. So I mean, so it's structures that we've put in place over time, sharing our culture, our values. There is no age discrimination, okay, in the company. It's just what you bring to the table. You have everybody, like I said, have that God-given talent, and nobody is shutting anybody out to say I'm the only leader. So everybody is a leader, and then we also let love lead. Okay, so everybody's always looking out for someone. If probably somebody is indisposed, probably you can't come to work and all that, we have other team covering up, for that person. So we're like family here. It's not just working for us, it's family. That's it. It's family. My team comes first, for my business. Yeah. said, during the pandemic, we experienced a lot. As humans, we all have issues, and when you're expecting some things from some people, and they don't deliver, considering what the company, needs, then most times, things go wrong. But the ability to come back, even when that happens, I think it's one of our strengths. Okay, we've had. I mean, I've done a lot of business. I've done, like, our previous place. We used to have a salon, and so I'm reading this book, Good to Great. Okay, and one of the qualities of a company is having the right team. So not just having people, as the old adage, like having people, enough people for your business, but it's having the right team. Okay, team that will put the company first. Okay, so we had people that didn't put company first, but I mean, the people that did put the company first were more, and that is why even with the pandemic, we launched this multi-million, property. So the team that I have now, like, if I'm not here, they would rock this boat and rock it well. And that's what we're praying for. That's what we're praying for, to get more people to join next year, hopefully. We have about 32 staff strength, and so far so good, I'd say. So yes, experience teach us, to buckle up, to structure more, to add more values, to just implement more strategies that would make us not to make the same mistake. Each time we fall forward. And I think that's the most important thing for every business. What you've seen today is just the beginning. So we are looking forward to, not just to be an institution that will just be teaching people basics, but helping them start their business. Over the years, aside training over 500 to 700 women and youth for free, we also have a 1,000 alumnus community from students, from paid students. So hopefully in the next few years, our goal is to, not just be a household name, but we want to be recognized overseas, and we're already doing that. You saw some foreigners as students. Over the years, we've also had that. We have a lot of people from SA, from Egypt, Asian countries. We have like students, and we have hostel accommodation as well in Lekki Phase 1 here too, by Babatunde Angels. We have people coming out of states, just to come school here. So that's the dream, okay? Us becoming a mega institution that other fashion institutes will emulate, not just teaching people basic, but creating entrepreneurs that will in turn, help our society. Because we need more people to become independent, honestly. 9 to 5 job is not bad, but I don't think everybody can do that. So it's high time we start encouraging people as well, to try and discover their skill and develop it. And our strength is fashion, so we're really building on that. Once you have a dream, build on it. Okay, over a decade in business, and I still go for courses. I did one with Harvard this year. I'm an alumnus of Lagos Business School. I've done a lot of master courses, business courses. I keep trying to develop myself, because that is the only way you grow. The day you start thinking that you know everything, that's the day you start dying. I love to learn, so I'm constantly being born, reborn, and that's something I want everybody to emulate. This is not an overnight success. It's not. This is over a decade, and this is just the beginning. We're just, now when we have meeting with the team, we say things like, I feel like we're just starting, because we have new challenges now. So it's not going to get easier, but it can only get better. So try and work hard. Go for only something you are passionate about. Don't go into business because you assume that somebody is making money from it. Go into business because you're passionate about it, because the days that you will not get any clients to pay or patronize you, it's that passion that you have, that fire that you have burning in you, that is what is going to wake you up to say drag yourself to the office. So You need to be passionate about whatever business you want to go into. Make sure you are the best version of that skill, okay, that you have. Try and get, creative people, to complement your ideas, and work on their strengths as well, because you cannot do everything, otherwise you will burn out. Try as much as possible to develop yourself. It's just that you need to develop yourself, and give yourself time. Give yourself time. You cannot just start business and expect to start making money. Give yourself time, okay? Learn from experience. Learn from everybody's experience is different, and the way you even manage things, is different from another person. So let's give yourself that grace, that room, to grow. Every little achievement you have, pat yourself, on your back and say, yes, you're doing well. Don't compete with anybody. Everybody in life is running their own race. You're not in competition with anybody. It's just you competing with yourself, trying to be a better version of yourself. Okay, try and read. Okay, get a mentor, follow somebody that's it's in the same field. Try and learn from that person. You cannot come today and say, oh, I can do what that person can do. It's not possible. You don't know the journey, so you need to give yourself time to learn, to grow. You need to give yourself time to grow. Don't try and think that anybody have an overnight success. Every entrepreneur you see today, they had their ups and downs, they had their journey. Nobody had it easy. Okay, so give yourself time and you'll be fine. Yeah. My name is Princess Kelechi Ogene, and I am the MD CEO of GMIT Fashion Academy. I'm the President of GMIT Foundation and the CEO of GMIT African Humanitarian Award. I'm a golfer. I love to play golf. I've won loads of trophies from playing golf, over 20 actually. I've been busy this year, but I can't wait to get back on the field. So I love to play golf. I'm a keynote speaker. So yeah, that's it. Thank you.